gaming when I was younger was a like a hobby that I could play with my cousins. It was like a bonding experience. But as I've gotten older, it's kind of become like literally become part of my life.
Gaming is just always something that, like, it's a constant in your life, you know, like it's no matter what's kind of going on, like the ups and downs in your life, you always have this getaway of going into like a mythical universe where you're slaying dragons, or you're an assassin and you have to kill different targets, or, you know, you're a soldier going through World of War or something like that. It's always just something that you can just kind of delve into, like when you read, like it's something you can just kind of escape in and like really focus on, and it takes away all the other like things from reality that you don't want to deal with at the moment.
I got it! We won! Look, yeah, man, get right. Jesus, what the fuck?
Good thing I came down, huh?
I've got a lot of anxiety, like severe anxiety and depression I've struggled with for a really long time. So for me, personally, gaming has definitely gave me an outlet. Streaming specifically, obviously I can get on and there's people in there talking to me every single day that have dedicated their time to wanting to come by and help me, help me play, give me tips, but then two, just really appreciate the time that I'm giving them, and just being able to get on and communicate with people, and exactly what we're doing now, you know, just networking and just talking about things that we care about. It's amazing to be able to have that. A lot of people don't have that in real life.
Guess what I just found? Guess what I just found?
The fire extinguisher.
No! It would work.
I think it's lasting a while.
Yeah, and it's gotten me to 50% from like 20, and it's...
Honestly, just being able to hang out with people is super memorable for me because I love connecting with people.
What's going on?
Oh, you left. Okay, she's a great British cartoon character, and she got mad at Susie.
What other fucking thing is pink?
What is this? Oh!
Little kids one.
Susie, I can't whistle!
This is gonna sound so stupid, but they're like, I love your stream so much, you make me smile all the time. And that made me so happy because you have no idea what people are actually going through in their life. And the fact that, you know, I could like make them smile or laugh, it makes me really happy.
Your name is come over. Coming over. I'm hoping I don't die.
Know what the girl's name? I don't know. Why are you stuck in these gender narratives?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
2019, guys. Girl.
2019, guys. Come on.
I can be whatever I want to be. Also, technically, no one's got a boy or a girl's name. It's the name of something.
Oh! I went through the smoke! Someone clipped that. Oh my god. Oh.
So I had been going through a rather nasty breakup. This particular person was very disrespectful to me, and they just continued to try and be my life. And so gaming has allowed me to connect with other people who actually respect and care about me. In going through this nasty breakup, I have met a group of men who are very respectful in the CSGO gaming community, which, as you may or may not know, is toxic. It can be toxic, but they are not. And they are so cool. And they actually, it's funny, they are from New York, and like I have family in New York, so I get the accents and the little mannerisms, and we play CSGO, and like they are so good. And I tell them that all the time, and they're like, nah, we're just silver, it's fine. But they're so funny. And I remember one time we were playing CSGO, and this one opponent was just trash talking multiple IMs to us, and they were also insulting me as a player, and my teammates without any pause were just like, you just got beat by a girl, you need to go practice or something like that. Like they was standing up for me, and I was like, oh man, I mean, I'm so sorry. Like I know I'm not good at CSGO. Like that's not the game that I am gonna master. You know, I haven't put in my 10,000 hours, and my guy friends in that group were all just like, but that's okay because we love you. Like, and that playing with them has just made me forget about that dum-dum. Like, just finding a core supportive group of people to game with makes all the difference in the world, because then you can depend on them to be there, and you can depend on them to support you in your gaming and just have fun. Like we get so serious sometimes. It's just, what happened to just playing for fun?
It's really nice to see younger generations get started in gaming now because they see women. Like LD Shadow Lady, when I was younger, helped me get into the gaming scene a lot because I was like, oh, she can do it, I can do it.
Be careful.
He's one shot, one shot, one shot. Watch out, Sparkles, behind you, behind you. One shot, you got it.
I'm gonna die.
No, you're not. Good job. Get me up, get me up. Yay!
And there's so many more women in the gaming industry now, and so when more girls see that, they're wanting to be driven to be a part of this again, be a part of this community, because it's often like, oh, you shouldn't play video games, that's for boys, or not as often as it used to be. Like in the 90s, people like would say, oh no, you can play with your dolls and such. You don't need to be playing the shooting games. You don't need to be playing Halo or World of Warcraft.
I feel a little bit more confident with people who talk in chat ahead of time. I don't know why. Maybe I'm crazy.
As soon as I got in CSGO and I started playing competitively and things like that, you start actually hearing what women actually, how women are perceived, really. Because at the start, I didn't get too much, and that was in like silvers, so people were bad anyway, so they didn't really care about your skill or anything. And I found like a lot of people who are actually quite nice.
Oh! Get through the smoke, bitch! Holy shit! Someone clip that. That was on the head as well. How did I get it on the hat?
But as soon as I started going up the ranks and I started being better and I started getting higher, I found a lot of people would either say to me, hey, send nudes, hey, you're woman, go back in the kitchen, hey, stop playing game, hey, get your boyfriend on here, is your boyfriend playing for you? Like it just be so much abuse. But then if I was able to like be better than them, or I'd be really good skill, they'd be like, oh, you can do that, oh wow, like it'd be surprising that a woman could do that. And I think it's kind of good and bad in a way, because it's good because it shows them women can do it, but bad that it's surprising that women can do it.
I don't necessarily think that women have an unfair standing in gaming per se. I think it's just different. Obviously, you know, we have different genetics, so however you want to look at it, women and men are simply different because we're made up of very different things and we have different skills. And while, you know, anybody can do whatever they want, I truly believe that, it doesn't mean that you don't have to work harder to make that happen. We're just kind of put in this light of guys want to watch girls, you know, on Twitch just because they're cute, or, you know, they don't have to even be good, where if anything, I probably think that guys have more of an unfair advantage just for the fact that they don't have that to rely on, and while it sucks, it is what it is, and can't really change that about people. So I just think that the advantages for each are just very different. You know, we may excel in one aspect where guys are going to maybe excel more in the professionals, where we may be able to excel more on, you know, just making content for people and entertaining people.
What is up, you guys? I'm Queen Crystal. I am here at PAX East 2019. We played some really awesome games, got all kinds of goodies, and we brought a big crew out from Strange Gaming, so we're all here hanging out together, having a great time. Make sure to follow us on some social media because we plan on doing some more trips like this in the future. So if you want to check in, hang out with us, go ahead and follow us. Links will be down in the description below.
But I don't think that if a girl wanted to play professionally with the guys, and if she put in the work and could, you know, truly hang with them and be just as good, then I don't know if there's rules that are saying that they can't. They just don't. So I think if a woman wanted to, then they absolutely could.
I think he's heathen. I don't know where the other solo is.
Did you go?
One knock. Nice.
Let's fucking go, Kelsey.
I'm gonna fish on that. Oh! Someone hit that! That was insane!
Yeah. What?
Oh my gracious. This guy's stuck. Sucks to suck.
Most video games, the competitive scene at least, are controlled by boys, and you know, it's mainly boys that are pros and things like that. And I noticed one thing, that women and girl gamers tend to want to be more content creation. I noticed, rather than getting out there and being a part of the pro scene, there are still events that are like invite only and things like that, and they tend to invite more boy pros because they have more exposure. also about the World Cup, you know, it's open, so now a lot of girls are going to be able to qualify for it because it's an open division. Like, I know definitely more content creators for the last skirmishes and different things were women that they were mainly content creators. They weren't actually pros. And you look at them playing, and it's all boys. Not as women as were invited to the things as boys were.
Nice.
You know.
Oh, nice.
And I'm not saying girls should be invited because they're girls. You know that everyone has to work for it, for their spot, but there needs to be equal opportunity to have that spot.
Honestly, I just think that the bigger of a community we are, and the minute that we stop like judging e-girls and girl gamers and all that other thing, like the minute we all kind of like take a stand together and the women gaming community just grows, like it's gonna be so freaking cool.
Welcome to the
and we're gonna
fourth
have like such a
episode
say
of
in
Ladies
everything,
Night,
and
where
I feel like the
create an
sexism will really
amazing
stop.
place
And
on
I
my
just,
Discord where I invite
I
all
can't
my
wait for that day to happen, because I would love to just get on a game and be like, you know, get into a random match and there's 6 other girls in there and be like, oh hey girl, what's up? Like, and people like Kitty Plays, who are allowing women to just reach other women in these games when you probably would have never done that before. Like, we need more people like her that are doing things like that, because that server, I'm pretty sure, has like probably over 5,000 people or something like that, 5,000 girls. I want more of that. I think that's so cool. And I wish that more girl streamers, or even guy streamers who think that that's a really good idea, would like contribute to it more.
I'm just like full of positivity, wanting to bring smiles to people's faces. Oh boy. Okay. I gotta just stop talking. I'm just like rambling now.
Oh, somebody here, Kelsey, this is all you.
With 3 straight seconds.
I feel that we bring different skills to the gaming industry that men simply don't. And all too many times are they overlooked. There's just so many successful women in this industry, and I don't know what could possibly be done to put them more in the limelight.
That's what happens when you mess with me, dude.
They never had a dedication.
Ah! Oh.
I'm scared. Where's it coming from? So many.
Girl, stop moving. Stop moving.
Twitch, I love you. I love you, Twitch. You guys are a great service. Amazon.
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
What did you say? I missed it.
Oh, sick. You can actually like... Oh, what?
That's why I left last year.
I think women are starting to get more of a voice. I think we still get abuse for that, and I think we get more abuse for it because we're being so vocal about it, and because we're so open about it. And I think it's more of a thing where we're trying to be like pushed in back into this box and not say a word and be like a 1950s house.
Oh my god, Reed, you're not kidding.
If you say anything,
I was getting double RPG by them.
They're so I just did.
And I think
you're so toxic.
we're trying to break that to show people actually we're more than that. We're more than just like a person who has boobs and a vagina. We're way more than that. And also, there are people who are women who don't have them, so please accept them as well. And not a lot of people do, and it's awful. Even if it's just changed from being that minority to a majority, and not even like being majority women, not like that, but majority of people accepting of other people. That's literally it.
Hi. Everybody, welcome to LGBTQ plus night.
Just having people not judge you for being a certain creed, race, gender, any identity that you are, like anything at all, just not having that judgment is all you want. That's it. That's literally it. Like,